I'm back on Oneida again. Wow. After a couple days of hiatus from my home water, I had to get back out here and get to it. It's been a fun morning, though. I drifted a little. I've been on spot lock most of the morning on a couple big main channel humps. And I've caught walleyes, no keepers, bunch of shorts. I've caught big sunfish and some big perch. So I mean, it's been pretty steady, for fish catching. I was gonna go look in a little deeper water, but I came into the humps to check them quick on my way, and I saw quite a few fish. Now I did just catch another big sheep's head. I'm like the sheepy kid here in the last 4 or 5 days. Caught a giant up to the St. Lawrence on Saturday. When he first took it, I thought it was a bass. He took a craw tube off the bottom, just like a bass would, and turned out to be a giant sheepy. Was well into double digits. I mean, I'm thinking more in the 15-pound range. Of course, you saw the video from Friday out on Lake Erie, and that was just... I was talking to Wild Bill Morey the other day, Saturday or Sunday after that Friday trip, and I was telling him I could have held the Sheep's Head World Championships out there, and everybody would have just smashed them all day long. If you threw a blade bait anywhere near those fish, it didn't matter whether I was in 20 feet of water or 50 feet of water. There were sheepies on the east end of Lake Erie, man. And didn't matter what you threw. I mean, they picked up tubes that were being drugged. They hit blade baits. They hit hair jigs. They hit shiver minnows. And I'm talking about hit them, smash them. Just throttle. You're like, oh my God, it's whatever it is. It's the greatest bite ever. Crack. And be a sheep's head. I was talking to Bill. I'm like, in saltwater, that's a redfish. And everybody loves them, for eating, for fight. Everybody loves them. The only difference between those fish and our fish is that tail, is that spot on their tail. The freshwater drum, and that's a red drum, the redfish. They give an excellent account of themselves. I mean, if walleyes fought like that, they'd be even more popular than they are. Because they don't fight nearly like a sheep's head does. It's crazy. And everybody looks at them as a rough fish, a trash fish. I don't know that there's any kind of season dates on them or limits or anything like that. I don't think they're considered a game fish. Which is crazy because, boy, they get big, really big. I mean, can go 20 plus pounds, I think, all the way up to 30. I mean, they get big. Now that walleye just came right in. You watched me fight him. Actually, I don't think he's going to stretch. We'll give him a chance on the bump board real quick. Let's see what he'll do. I'm going to say 14. Not even, 13 and a half. But I hooked that fish, and I just reeled him right in. I mean, he's small, don't get me wrong. But they don't, walleyes are not known for their fight. That's not their thing. That is not their thing. A little chilly this morning. Was in the 50s, high 50s when I came out here. It's only supposed to be like 70 today, in the end of July, and then they said it's gonna. All last week I was melting. It was fucking. Ooh, sorry. It was freaking 90 degrees plus, and here it is 70. But I guess it's supposed to go right back up this week. A little bit of a cold front came in from the north last night. But everything's been biting. I just haven't found the class of walleyes I'm really looking for, and I haven't put a whole lot of effort into looking. There's fish on these humps, so I just spot locked and started fishing the crown of this hump and off the edges and kind of getting my feet wet again out here, so to speak. But I'm almost done. It's 8 o'clock. I gotta make like a baby and head out. But this has been the best shiver minnow bite I've had maybe all season. Like I started out with a blade this morning and did the same thing I'm doing now. I couple short walleyes, couple big sunfish. Those sunnies love those blades. Man, oh man, oh man. Couple perch. I switched over the shiver minnow. I'm just snapping it off the bottom, maybe a foot, fairly quickly. As soon as it's touching, I'm banging it back up. And again, I've had 5 or 6 walleyes, all short, and some big sunnies and big perch, and then that sheep's head. Right in the channel, right on those dredge pile humps between Wantry and 130, right in there. I see Wiz, he's out with somebody this morning. They're over pan fishing. I'm sure I can hear them hooting and hollering, so they must be getting them. And it looks like there is plenty of perch and sunfish here. First sunfish I caught this morning, shit all over me, all over my hand, on my foot, through my sandals. I had to dunk my foot in the water and rinse it off. Now my whole boat smells like sunfish poop. Well, what are you going to do? Some days you get shit on. Such is life, right? Such is life. I had a great couple days though, boy. I hope you enjoy those videos from my adventures on Friday and Saturday. I had a lot of fun. It was nice to get out and do some different things and to go to some place I've never been before. That was pretty cool. Fishing's fishing, but the window dressing of it all and where you are and what you're doing and that extra, like I say, that extra little tingle of adventure really. Oh, there's one. Well, let's see now. This seems a little heavier. Let's see what we've got going on here. Another eye. I think we might have just cracked the first keeper of the day. Well, I know we have. Hey, now, hold on a second. That big old leech hanging off his fin. God, he's just 15. Just 15. Holy cow. That's the purple goby. Purple purple glow goby shiver minnow. That's just like my glow goby, the brown one, except in purple. I keep trying to get out of here, but fish keep biting. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Beautiful morning. A little bit of a northwest wind. When I was drifting, it was perfect drift. 0.5, 0.6. All right, let's do last cast. If I catch one here, we'll go 5 more. If I don't, I'm going away. Oh, crowd over here now. Well, dead of summer, not all of them, but you'll have a lot of these walleyes push offshore and look for offshore structure. And it only has to be a couple feet of difference, especially in the main basin. And that's exactly what you have here. Now, some of these humps are big. Some of these humps are 10 feet, 12 feet from basin to crown. But it doesn't have to be that big. You know, this is where your electronics comes in handy. This is where, on my Garmin units, I use the quick draw contour feature, which is overwriting the map on actual data. I use that everywhere I go. That's critical. The maps are close and they show you a lot of detail, but you don't know if it's real or not necessarily. You don't know if that spot on that generic map is exactly where it is. So I go over it with the quick draw contour features on, and I graph exactly what's there. And then a lot of times you'll find those humps, those anomalies in spots where you didn't think they were, and the fish are on them. So I think the biggest feature in my Garmin units, and I don't know about Humminbird and Lowrance because I don't have them, but I think the biggest single feature in my Garmin unit that helps me, that I get the most out of, is that quick draw contour map feature. Because then I know exactly where the structure is, I know exactly what it looks like, and I know exactly how to approach it and where the fish are going to be sitting. And it gives me that confidence to go and look around that structure accordingly. So all right, I'm out of here. That was my last cast, and they didn't play, so I'm going away. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Keep your tip up.